Before we get to the opening and the headphones itself, this is a comparison to the Sony XM6, and they are a bit smaller in the case, and yeah, they are able to fold and therefore it's smaller. And you have a magnetic opening for the XM6, and like I said, for the XM5 you have the zip. Both are hard cases, so your headphones are safe, but a small difference here is also here you have the band with a Sony logo and it's flexible and longer, and this one here has no Sony logo and it's a bit more rough in texture. Let's get to open the case. And here you can see the Sony XM5 not folded, they are not foldable. We have a small pocket here where you have the cables that are included or the cable. Exactly like with the XM6, you get one USB Type-C port with an old port and the newer one here, not very long, and an aux cable, exactly like with the new generation, the XM6. Here you have the comparison. This is the inside of the case of the XM6, the newer generation. This is the pocket. They're a bit smaller, you can fold them, and you have two of the same cables like on the XM5. So on the bottom of the headphones you get the USB Type-C port on this side, and here you have the aux port, the power button here, and for the noise cancellation you also have the button on the bottom. Here you have the Sony XM5 and the Sony XM6 side by side. And you can see, due to the foldability of the XM6, they are a bit smaller in comparison, but more compact. Another difference on the bottom of the XM6, the newer generation, is the power button, which is new designed. Another difference to the XM6, here the XM5, the previous generation, only the inside here on top is cushioned and soft, not the outside. And here on the side of the headphones here, it is hard. If we look at the XM6 for a comparison, the top is a bit more soft in comparison, in direct comparison. Another thing from the first impression is the cushioning of the headphones. They are very soft, but they have a different size, at least from the first impression, and the feel of it. The XM6, the newer generation, just feels a bit more soft. And here you have a bit more of a strict feeling. Here you have them side by side one last time. Another thing to mention is that overall, for me, the sound quality of the Sony XM6 is definitely much better than the previous version, the XM5. So for me, overall, I would say the new generation, the XM6, is definitely the version to choose.